Hey everyone, welcome back to my DevOps Home Lab series. This is episode 6, and today we are making your life easier and your lab way cooler by writing your very first shell script. If you love saving time and working smarter, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series. When I started out, I'd waste so many hours repeating the same commands, installing software, updating packages, restarting services over and over. At some point, I realized pros don't do things by hand. Every time they automate. The first shell script which I wrote was a total mess, but the feeling of getting the computer to do work for me, that was the moment I knew I was becoming a real DevOps engineer. So, you might have a question in your mind, why do we need scripting? Is it really necessary or mandatory? Lots of different questions you might have. Scripting is what separates beginners from real engineers. I will tell you a very good example. Why do we need scripting? You save lot of time. Lot, it means lot. I don't have, the limit. Lot of time. Avoid mistakes. Okay, if you run a command and if you forget about that command, that's gone. What did you type? You don't know. If it is like scripted, you will know what exactly is happening within that script and what kind of commands are like running. Okay, it can be used by multiple people within the team. Okay, multiple teams, projects, I mean, whatnot. We can do a lot. Okay, I'll talk more in detail. Then, what are we going to do? What are we going to do in this episode? Write a simple script, very simple, beginner friendly, okay, to update our virtual machine server which we created in last episodes. We will install web server. Once again, we are going to do the same thing. What did you do manually? The same thing we are going to automate, okay, using the shell script. How are we going to do? How are we going to do? Step by step, I'll show you the demo, explaining each step what we are doing, and also try to point out common mistakes. Okay, so before going to the demo, I would like to talk about some editors. So for example, Vim is one of my favorite editor in Linux. There is like Nano, we have VI, and there are like so many other editors. I mean, it's up to you, it's up to your own wish. I am used to using Vim from very long time, from the beginning of my career, so I will try to stick with Vim. You can go with Nano or VI, other options as well. It's up to your own choice. We are going to use this very much in the coming episodes. Okay, remember, get used to it. From the beginning, I'm saying you have to get used to the terminal environment. If you want to become a real DevOps engineer, then you have to get used to the terminal environment. Let's jump into the terminal. I already connected to my virtual machine using SSH command. If you are new to my channel, please try to watch my old videos so that you'll be on the same pace which we are at the moment. Okay, I'm using Vim to create a shell script. SH is like the extension for shell script. Press enter. I is like insert mode. I'm going to start with a shebang. This terms which we are seeing on my screen, hashtag and exclamation, we call it as shebang. Okay, in the real world terms, shebang, bin and bash. It tells Linux to use the bash shell to interpret this script. There are like multiple different shebang that we are going to use, but for now, let's keep it very simple. Bin bash. Remember, for most of the shell scripts, you are going to use bin bash. And in some cases, you might see a different shebang. For example, bin sh. Most common type of shebang is like bin bash. So for this video, let's keep it very simple and continue with our script. Okay. If this is kind of missing, your script will not work. You can try it if you want. The next step is like, I am going to say echo updating system. Press enter. This will print the message to my terminal. Okay. Then we will run sudo apt update. Ampersand is like I can run multiple commands within the same line. Okay. Apt upgrade. I'm saying first to run sudo apt update followed by sudo apt upgrade -y. Apt update will check for the updates. Upgrade will try to upgrade all packages to the latest version which we have locally. Ampersand is nothing but, as I said, second command after the first one succeeds. -y is like yes. It's as simple as that. Then I will write another message saying echo installing Nginx. This will try to print the message to my terminal, followed by sudo apt install Nginx-y. Nothing but we are telling this script to install Nginx-y is again the same, yes. Followed by echo all done. Okay, let's keep it very simple. I'm going to escape shift:\wq to exit out of the script. My shell script is kind of ready. Now I will remove Nginx which I installed manually. Okay, for that sudo apt remove Nginx and then password. Yes. So I'm removing my Nginx server. Deletion is like over. Now clean this. Let's try to run the setup.sh. Press enter. Looks like permission denied. Now let's try to fix the permission. First of all, I would like to see the permissions. Looks like I have only read write permission. Then let's try to update the permission. chmod is nothing but change file permissions plus x means make this file executable. Okay, then select the file, press enter. Now if we look at ls-lrt is nothing but listing the file permissions with the details, who is the owner, group and others, when it was created. I can see all the information as you can see clearly on my screen. Now let's try to run this script once again. Press enter. You see, updating the system, reading packages, following new packages will be installed Nginx. So it will take some time. Okay, all done. That means we should see our Nginx server running. Let's try to check the status of that. Status Nginx.service. It is actively running. Now let's go back to our browser and check if I can access that from my machine. 192.168.208. I'm going to copy this IP address once again. Come back to the browser, press enter. Welcome to Nginx. You have successfully installed Nginx using simple shell script. If you get permission denied or see an error, don't worry, everyone does at first. Make sure you have proper permissions. Double check your spellings and punctuations. If it still fails, drop your error in the comments. I might demo your issue next time. Because real DevOps is about fixing what breaks. One interview tip or career tip, whatever you might take it. Here's why this matters. When interviewers hear you have written and run your own scripts, even just to automate simple tasks, it shows you'll think like a professional. It's real world experience. You can't fake by memorizing theory. Now, your challenge, write your own shell script to install your favorite tool or automate any boring task in your virtual machine server. Share your script in the comments or just tell me what you automated. I'll try to give a shout out in the next episode. In the next episode, I'm going to show you about SSH, user management, and security, how much important they are. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more DevOps related skills. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.